Man, so Blair gets away, man. Wow. I mean, I'm sure the redemption arc's probably still going to continue. This is probably just, temporary or something. Holy crap, did I skip like 2 episodes or something? What the hell is going on here?
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Season 4 of Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be for Season 4, Episode 7, titled Cleaning House.
Okay guys, just going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for Survival of the Fittest. This one is going to be doing my video review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest Season 4. This is going to be for Season 4, Episode 7, which is titled Cleaning House. So, man, oh man, very, very good episode this week. So, obviously, this week's episode, we get to just completely jump into the action side of things. Obviously, last week's episode was a bit of a kind of slow, type setup episode, whereas this episode was very, in terms of the action department, was an absolutely amazing episode. So, I'm going to say this episode, in terms of the action, is the best episode this season. And in terms of just story as well, too, I would have to say this is my all-time favorite episode of Season 4, just because of the simple fact that, a lot of the storylines we've been dealing with this season, as you guys know, I've been a little, off and on about, like, the Josh stuff, or, certain storylines with the Godfather just have not been quite my thing, if I'm going to be honest. But this episode, it felt like a just major setup, but in the best way possible, and that's really what I want to really say, like, right off the bat about this episode. It does feel like a setup to what's to come, and that's one of the things I talked to Matt about this episode, is that it really does feel like you're building up to something, but you also get so much in this episode. That's really the one thing, I want to kind of specify. So, essentially, in this episode, we, pick up with Clay, and we notice that he is, kind of struggling with what he's done, with Kevin and with everything else that, has happened. And it basically, you see him kind of playing guitar as the memories are kind of going by. It kind of almost gave me like some Last of Us vibes with that. I thought that was pretty cool. And essentially you get, some scenes with the Godfather, and you see that one dude who is like near freaking death. Now, brutal freaking scene here. I'm going to be honest, when I saw this, I was like, holy crap. Okay, so, the Godfather really is not holding back at all, and we get this kind of reveal as he tries to see, Marcus's, loyalty, and that is what we basically see here. So it is a brutal way to start off the episode. I'm going to be honest. It is a brutal freaking way to start off. Now, basically, we get to see David, we get to see Clay, and we get to see Jeremy, and they basically kind of go through and they take out another one of the Godfather's kind of locations, and as we see them kind of storm the house. Now, this scene was awesome because they storm the house, and you get to see them all fighting, and, they kill a lot of the capos and stuff, but essentially, they kind of, and I love the title, Cleaning House. Like, it's kind of, in a messed up way. It's just kind of cool, as they take out a bunch of the capos inside the house, and then the Godfather finds out that they're there, and then he, heads in, and we get to see the Godfather versus David. Now, we didn't see like a fist fight or anything, but we did see a back and forth, fight, with their guns and stuff. And we see Marcus, we see the Godfather, and basically, they're kind of fighting back and forth. And I'm just going to say, I love this. I love how, basically you've got the back and forth. I thought the dialogue between David and the Godfather was really, really cool. And he's like, I'm going to kill you and stuff, and he's hiding behind the barn, and stuff like that. And I really do want to see a fist fight between the Godfather and David, so hopefully we'll get that soon. I was kind of starting to expect it in this episode. It didn't happen, but I'm assuming it's going to happen later on in the season. So, either way, but basically you get the Godfather that, gets away. Basically, he gets out of there, pretty much on his own. You got Marcus and them still there as well, too. And basically, just an amazing shootout scene in general. I mean, I thought it was absolutely fantastic as you got the Godfather versus David, and then the Godfather just kind of, gets out of there before he gets killed. Really just some fantastic stuff. The action in this episode, as I've said before, is absolutely fantastic. Now, basically, we get to see in this episode as well, too. Okay, so you know, they conclude the fight. We see that this is the beginning of the end, most likely, as, you know, David kind of says, is that, you know, we're in the final phase now. You know, we're in the final phase of this, and the Godfather is going to fall soon. And, you know, like I said, you know, you get all this action in this episode, but you also get the sense of buildup that we're nearing the end. And that's the main thing I'll say in this, you know, video, just to kind of make a you know, small prediction. I honestly definitely think after this episode that the Godfather is going to fall this season. I mean, I've said it since the beginning, but I definitely think he's going to fall this season. I don't know about the full group of the Capos. We'll see, but it definitely, I get the sense of conclusion in this episode, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Like, I get the sense that we're nearing the end, and if Matt's doing this just to throw us off, that's cool as well too, because honestly, he'll get me at that point, because right now, I'm sensing the end of the Godfather, and I don't think that would, you know, be a surprise either, because, you know, at the same time, we have seen the Godfather, you know, be a villain for a little while now, so it definitely would make sense, and we'll have to see what happens. But speaking of the Godfather, let's move on to another frickin' plot in this episode that absolutely was just insane to me. Blair gets out of prison while killing one of David's, you know, men. He completely escapes, he gets out, and we get a chase scene. Now, this is actually one of my favorite scenes of the episode, when David's trying to chase after Blair, and Blair gets away, and basically, you get Blair that runs back to the Godfather and David, who basically can't do anything about it. And, man, I mean, what a crazy setup for, you know, who the hell knows what's to come, you know? And honestly, I just can't wait to see what happens next with Blair, because now he's going to be back with the Godfather. And if y'all have seen the promo for episode 8, you'll know that he's back with the Godfather next week. So that's going to be crazy. Like, you see him, like, kneeling before him and all that stuff. Just crazy stuff. Kind of relating back to the premiere, too, actually, in a cool way. So, yeah, just crazy. I did not expect him to get away like that and to kill somebody like that, but definitely Blair, I have to say. And, you know, David kind of said this to Jeremy, like, we might have to just put him down, you know, at some point. Like, we may just have to. And if I was David, I would kill him the next chance I get. That's just me, though. Yes, you know, he wanted to save his life. Jeremy, you know, Jeremy wanted him to save his life and all that stuff. But I think we've proven this episode that, you know, he can't be redeemed. He can't be changed. And that's what I was always worried about at the end of season 3, is that he would pull something like this. But I just didn't expect it to happen in this degree, though. That's the thing. So, yeah, that is just crazy to me. We'll have to see where it goes. But definitely, that's heading in a very finale-ish, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, finale-ish type of, you know, way. Like, everything's really wrapping up, and you've got Blair and stuff back to Godfather, so we'll see where that goes next. But anyway, so basically the episode concludes with Dante as he's watching the community. We'll have to see again what his role is going to be. I'm not going to speak much on it, but it's there kind of to let us know that Dante is still going to be around. Now, okay, one flaw with this week's episode. The Ramses stuff with Cade and Derek didn't need to be there, if you ask me. It didn't need to be there. I know it's kind of there as a reminder of the fact that it's, you know, it's still in the show and that it's still going on, but it just felt very disjointed compared to everything else. It just felt very out of place, and kind of like it wasn't meant to be in this episode or something. So I don't know. Until I see otherwise, I'm gonna say that probably could have been, you know, probably ignored, but whatever, it's there, it's fine. But honestly, I definitely think that the Cade and Derek stuff, I don't even think we needed them in this episode. I'm going to be honest. I think the episode was fine, you know, on its own, with everything else going on, that I don't really think we needed to see them. And I feel like it was just there to kind of be a little bit of a reminder. So, but either way, this episode, easy 9.5. Easy 9.5. I don't think that's, you know, up for debate at all. There is amazing action. There's some amazing action sequences in this one. The characters are great. The plot twists are great. The chase scene with Blair was great. I mean, man, honestly, very, very, very good episode. And honestly, the best episode Survival of the Fittest Season 4 has provided for us so far. Absolutely. So, anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest. Write your comments in the comment section below. And, of course, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button to don't miss my videos of Survival of the Fittest. Follow Dan's Walk Reviews, subscribe, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Survival of the Fittest. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?